Funding for Fair 2017 is brought to you by Friends, the Iowa Public Television Foundation. Mid-American Energy Company and its Energy Advantage program are dedicated to increasing the awareness of energy efficiency in Iowa's homes and businesses. Information is at midamericanenergy.com. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service. The Iowa Lottery. Since 1985, proceeds totaling more than $1.7 billion have helped make Iowa a better place to live, work, and raise a family. More information is available at ialottery.com.
At EMC, we're committed to improving the communities we serve and the schools within them by donating our time, money, and resources, and by supporting the education of those pursuing a career in the insurance industry. Count on EMC.
Iowa Public Television presents Fair 2017. Here's your host, Bill Riley.
Hi everyone, I'm Bill Riley, and welcome once again to Iowa Public Television's Hour of State Fair Highlights. It's our final evening tonight, and we're planning on going out with a bang. So hold on tight, because here's what we've got in store. Nothing says fair time like a little cow chip throwing. We'll see who's tossing them just right. With amazement, we'll look in on the colossal Budweiser Clydesdales. And we'll head over to check out the happenings at the 4-H and FFA Dairy Goat Show. So hold on tight, everybody, because our coverage is about ready to blast off. Let's start with the action-packed, if not a little scary, mutton busting. Put on your helmets and open up the gate.
At the Iowa State Fair, competitions reign supreme, whether it's the longest pole or the furthest flung chicken. These tournaments help us to measure greatness. But perhaps no other competition brings with it such mythic levels of achievement than mutton busting.
My name is Ben Bowen and I'm a mutton busting expert.
My name is Cooper, and I'm busting some mutton today.
My name is Wyatt, and I've been mutton busting all my life.
Each year, these titans enter the ring to compete for glory at the Iowa State Fair Mutton Bustin' Championship. Every rider is measured with the ghost of those who have come before. Most of all, it is about speed and grace, strength and courage, failure and loss, imperishable hope, and dominating will.
Of a sheep's back.
Just hold on tight and give it your all.
Mutton busting is a hard, difficult thing to do.
There's a certain beauty that is next to impossible to describe when these riders leave the chute.
Hang on tight.
Riders endeavor to spend 8 seconds.
8 seconds?
An eternity.
Some of these sheep look pretty fierce.
I'm pretty much fearless.
I've pretty much been doing this essentially
my whole life.
We're gonna see some pretty awesome sheep riding today.
I'm not afraid.
While most of us may never have the nerve these athletes exhibit, their competitive resolve helps to inspire us.
All right, congratulations on round one advance.
Never give up and always believe in yourself.
It's competitive, it's spirited, and it shows the very best in us.
It's that iconic state fair time when people are slinging, winging, and flinging cow chips through the air right outside Pioneer Hall.
Me and my mom, we're just gonna hang out, have a girls' night out and throw some cow poop.
We call this the PT, the perfect turn.
Oh, I'm ready.
Whoa! I think we have a leader in the clubhouse. Let's go to Jimmy.
Last year I tried underhand, and it didn't work so well.
Oh! Nice throw, Michael.
Well, we had to get a ribbon of some sort.
We haven't participated in any contest yet, so that's why. We Googled how to throw a cow chip before we went
watched
on.
videos.
Google.
To prepare. Yes, how to become a successful cow chip thrower. I did pretty good. I did terrible.
I was in the middle.
Will you try it again?
Yeah. Yep.
Probably not.
Safe.
I am safe. I've never done it before, something fun, something new. I do a tradition every year. I have different traditions I do, so do a new tradition, try a contest.
This is Alex Stratton and Tammy Terrell's on deck.
A lot of years at Grandpa's farm, just tossing them around, and I asked my dad how to do it, and so he gave me some tips. So.
I'm working on it. Nice throw. Oh! Good throw.
It's not as easy as it looks. It's pretty difficult because you're throwing down a hill. So, but once you do it once, I think you should try it again.
I've been in the cow chip throwing contest for the last 10 years, at least. And last year was my best year. I scored third. This year I tried to get a chip about 8 inches across, thin, so sort of like a Frisbee sidearm. I've been throwing it sidearm, and I've been doing a lot better than previous years. It's all in the luck, but yeah, the chip too.
Michael Libby, third place.
This was really special for me because my friend, Steve Pope, who is also from Windsor Heights, is battling cancer right now. And so I thought this was a nice opportunity for me to represent Steve, who is a multi-winner. If you take a look at the trophy, his name is on there multiple times. And so, Steve, this was for you.
We got work to do.
Doesn't matter if you throw it 20 feet or if you throw it 150 feet. It's all fun.
Nice job, Melanie.
Our good friend Dan Wardell is hanging out with some folks watching a vibrantly colored balloon masterpiece come to life.
Look at that! It's my favorite thing in the world, balloons, right here in the Varied Industries building! Have you ever been to a party when there's been that many balloons?
No.
How long do you think it took them to make what we've seen so far?
A week.
And do you think they're just using their imagination, or do they have some detailed schematics?
Probably details.
If you were going to go back and tell your friends what that looked like, tell them what it looked like.
It looked like a whole bunch of balloons into one big farm.
Oh, they made a farm out of balloons? Wouldn't it be fun to just go in there and just let them all free? Wait, here it comes. There's something on this balloon. It's coming. What's about to come around the corner?
A chicken.
A what?
A chicken.
When the chicken comes around, should we go, walk? Here we go. 1, 2, bakak. Now, what are some things that you probably shouldn't have near those balloons?
Pokey things.
Pokey things. All right, let me make a mental note. So, like, no darts.
No.
No porcupines.
No.
No swords.
No.
What about a polar bear?
No.
No. Now, you've had a chance to kind of take a look at it. What's your favorite part of this sculpture so far?
The sheep.
Wait a second, I just noticed there's something floating in the air. Did you notice that? What are those, spaceships?
No.
Alien crafts?
No.
UFOs?
No.
What are they?
Clouds.
Clouds made out of?
Balloons.
Because it's all about?
Balloons.
There's nothing like the power and might at the tractor and truck pull. Let's head to the grandstand to check out the action.
The rain stayed out of the way for this year's 2017 Outlaw Grand National Truck and Tractor Pulls at the Iowa State Fair. .140 pullers from across the country battled on a sun-scorched track that has hosted pulls for almost 30 years.
Doug, so you're the champion of the Pro Stock class. Tell us, what does it take for someone to win at a tractor pull?
Okay, to win at a tractor pull, the person that pulls the sled, which is the object that's connected to the tractor, the person that pulls that the furthest wins. It's that simple. Don't make it any more complicated than that.
So now, how much does that sled weigh at the end?
Well, it weighs the same at the end, but it's sliding resistance at the end, and it's about 45,000 pounds.
The track can make or break a puller's day. Weather conditions are a primary factor, but where you line up in a class has a lot to do with it too. The track conditions definitely worked in Doug's favor as the champion in the Pro Stock division for this year's fair.
So how far did you pull today?
I don't know. I won.
You won enough to be in first place.
334.
334 feet. How does this track compare to some of the other ones you pull at?
Every track is different. This track was very consistent today. Some tracks changed during the class, and this one was very consistent. It was an advantage for me to be at the end of the class so I could watch the other participants go down through there and I could see what they did wrong and correct that mistake.
Well, Doug, congratulations one more time on today's big victory.
All right, thank you.
This rich tradition at the fair is changing directions after this year's event. Upcoming renovations at the grandstand will have a new truck and tractor pull track running north and south along the west side of the grandstand.
Paul Yeager has found a food contest that celebrates Iowa's bed and breakfasts with quiche.
These refrigerators hold some of the best food in the state. that's found here at the Iowa State Fair as part of the food competition inside the Elwell Food Center. Now, what's in here is going to possibly go home with a red ribbon or a blue ribbon. And you know, we all get hungry when we're walking around here, and you just never know what you're going to find. And if you look in just the right one, you might just find some of the best quiche in the state.
We're the Iowa Bed and Breakfast Guild, and we are actually under the umbrella of the Iowa Lodging Association.
There's almost more than 300 bed and breakfasts across the state. Not everybody's in the organization.
No. Every single one of them are unique. There's a bed and breakfast for everybody.
Everybody's menu is different in the morning. Yep. Why did you pick quiche to be the contest here?
You know, I think we came up with the name first, Quiche Me in the Morning, and that was such a clever little name that we thought, well, you know, a lot of innkeepers will serve quiche off and on, and there's so many varieties, so many different ways you can do a quiche, you know, crustless or with hash brown crust, or just all kinds of ways you can do it.
Dorothy Spriggs of Grinnell is the head judge of this year's competition. What differentiates good quiche from not so good quiche?
In my book, it has a lot to do with texture. You want a nice smooth texture, but then you like some veggies or something in there too. So, you know, it's kind of a very complex.
When you have some from all over the state, what's fun about getting to see all these entrants?
Oh, you know, it's just fun to think that people go to all the trouble of making a quiche and hauling it to the fair for us to judge for them. And, you know, we always have really nice dishes. People do a wonderful job. I don't know how they always manage to get them here, but they're good.
They do?
Good, yeah.
Why is this contest important for the fair?
Oh, now that's a tough one. But, you know, it brings in people who love to cook. And it's, I think making a quiche is kind of a difficult thing. So I think it's a challenge to some people. And then they're trying to make something maybe a little different than what the last person made. So it takes a little bit of talent.
So there's a fine line between standard, different, and unique. I mean, you don't want to stand too far out into the open.
Yes, you don't want to have it that, because we're bed and breakfast people, so we're thinking, would I serve this to my guests? So if it's something that I'm thinking, oh, I don't know about this, then maybe it's not going to win. It can't be too far out. And this is our first place winner. This is called a sunrise quiche, and had some great ingredients in it too, and some pretty decorations on top. Just looked really good. And this winner of the sunrise with the sunrise quiche is Bridget Lotman.
Showing animals is a big part of the Iowa State Fair experience, and this year we're excited to showcase the dairy goats.
I'm here at the 4-H and FFA Dairy Show with Superintendent Kyle Smith. Kyle, tell me, why do they combine the 4-H and FFA members into one show?
Well, quite a while ago it used to be separate shows. The numbers for 4-H were huge. The 4-H used to run right into they did their show first and then they ran right into the FFA, but the FFA numbers have fallen off because, you know, right now a lot of kids are going to college, and this is a late show at the fair. So we decided to combine them and make it a youth show. It kept the numbers high enough to keep it a sanctioned show at the American Dairy Goat Association so that the kids can still get their points on their animals. Right now, the shows for the youth is what they call a grade animal, which means it has no papers at all, but they're allowing the 4-H'ers and FFA kids to go ahead and show them. A lot of them have had them at their county fairs, and this is where it ends for them. The others, they have a recorded grade, which means that one of the parents has to be a registered animal, so that the American Dairy Goat Association will give them a recorded grade paper. It's usually a brown colored paper. And then the other division this year is their registered animals, which are purebred animals, and they will have the blue papers with the American Dairy Goat Association. Dairy goats is like looking at dairy cattle, and they're supposed to be angular. They're supposed to have the strength in their feet because they're coming in and out of the dairies all the time. A lot of these people down here do have dairies, and they're choosing to milk the dairy goat instead of the dairy cattle because it's maybe not as much room. They don't have as much property to put them out on. But they're looking for that mammary system, something that can milk a lot. And the dairy goat, if it milks, a gallon or more a day, that's pretty good for a dairy goat. And a lot of these do milk that. But that's what the judge is overall looking at is, will they have the capacity to do that milking for the family?
Today's best doe of show went to Vin Wynn, who I caught up with after the show was over.
She's a good doe. She's 8. She kind of gives her advantage in age, and she's well put together.
What kind of work did you have to do to get her ready for the Iowa State Fair?
Clip her, trim her feet.
What do you have to do day to day? Do you feed her, wash her, walk her?
Water, wash. I don't really walk her because she's hard to catch.
And she's 8 years old, so what's the typical lifespan for a dairy goat?
Well, to be shown, I don't know. I think 8's probably maximum, but they could grow to 14, 13, 12.
How did it feel when the judge placed you in first place with Best Doe?
Well, I was happy, excited, felt fun.
Let's take a look at today's class results.
Are you ready to smile? It's time for some joke-telling contests to tickle our funny bones.
2, 3. All right.
Why did the orange lose the race? Because it ran out of juice. What do you call a cow that just had a baby? Decaffeinated. What do you call a 3-hump camel? Pregnant. What did the manager say when he jumped out of the closet?
I don't know. What did he say?
Supplies. Why was the math book sad? Because it had many problems.
Perfect. Thank you.
Why do watermelons have fancy weddings? Because they cantaloupe. Why did the football coach go to the bank? To get his quarterback. Where do cows go for fun? To the movies. What has teeth but cannot eat?
We don't know. What?
A comb.
Oh, yes, a comb.
What is brown and sticky? A stick. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow. Moo. Why shouldn't you tell a secret on a farm?
Because
potatoes have eyes and corn have ears. What is blue paint that smells like red paint?
I don't know.
Blue paint.
Blue paint?
What do you call an alligator that's wearing a vest?
I don't know.
Investigator.
Oh, good one.
What did the door say to the other door?
I don't know. What?
Knock you later.
Knock you later.
What do you call a plant go karabi?
I don't know. What?
Pork chop. Why did the woman go outside with her purse open?
We don't know. Why?
She expected some change in the weather.
Oh.
What kind of car does a sheep drive?
I don't know. What kind?
A Lamborghini.
Oh, whoa, a Lamborghini. Good one.
And when that's broke down, they drive a Subaru.
Subaru.
Why can't you give Elsa a balloon?
I don't know why.
Because she'll let it go, let it go. What do you call a bear with no teeth?
I don't know. What do you call him?
A gummy bear.
Oh, a gummy bear.
Winning a ribbon in a state fair contest means you are making a little bit of family history, maybe even a legend to be passed down through the generations. Congratulations to some lucky winners in a sprinkling of Iowa State Fair competitions. Our last episode of coverage from Fair 2017, well, it's moving along at a swift pace, but it's not over yet. Coming up, we'll have the soothing sounds of the husband calling contest, the impressive sights of the Budweiser Clydesdales, and of course, the anticipation of the 4-H and FFA Sale of Champions. We're going to take a quick step back, catch our breath, and then hit the ground running with our final half hour of coverage from the world-renowned Iowa State Fair, only here on Iowa Public Television.
The Pearson family has been involved in the Iowa State Fair for as long as I can remember. Dad hosted for 15 years. Before that, he was a reporter.
Thanks, Bill. We are here on the concourse stage. We're getting ready for the Mr. Legs competition, and unfortunately, it'd be a conflict of interest for me to participate. Otherwise, I'd be the obvious winner.
And now I've had the extreme honor of covering various events at the Iowa State Fair, and every year is an adventure. As a lot of you know by tuning in to the Iowa State Fair highlight show, every year things are different, and every year things stay the same, like the connection that all Iowans get to share as a part of the great Iowa State Fair.
Make the connection. Call 800-779-7000 or visit iptv.org today to discover the many ways we have to say thank you for your financial support.
Iowa Public Television is bringing you more ways to get involved in our Iowa State Fair coverage. Find us on Twitter and Facebook for live fair coverage and exclusive features. Follow us on Instagram and Snapchat for behind-the-scenes tidbits. And visit iptv.org/fair to watch videos and connect with all IPTV has to offer. Join us online for State Fair fun.
A total solar eclipse. What can it reveal? Each nanoflare is the 50 megaton hydrogen bomb. Now, on Eclipse Day,
we're go.
Follow the nationwide adventure.
We can chase the eclipse.
Eclipse over America on Nova.
8 o'clock Monday night on Iowa Public Television.
Get parent and teacher resources with IPTV Education on Facebook. Follow IPTV Education on Pinterest. Connect with all our social networks by visiting iptv.org/social.
Be a part of IPTV's State Fair coverage this year by sharing your favorite pictures with us. Just tag your photos on social media with hashtag IPTVFairPhoto. We'll include our favorites on iptv.org/fair.
Hey, it's Bill Riley, and one of the most entertaining traditions at the Iowa State Fair is the Talent Championships. Iowa Public Television will be there again this year to cover the magic, excitement, and impressive talents of young Iowans from across our state. Tune in Sunday night at 8 for the Bill Riley Talent Championship, only on Iowa Public Television. Hello, I'm Bill Riley, inviting you to join me for Fair 2017. Iowa Public Television is the only place you'll see in-depth coverage of the Iowa State Fair, from entertainment to agriculture. We've had a blast bringing you a full hour of fair fun each night throughout the week. And now you can enjoy all 6 hours of fair coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon, followed by the Talent Championships at 8 p.m. See the fair like you won't see it anywhere else, right here on statewide Iowa Public Television. We saw a good variety of awesome talent on the Riley stage today. Here's a glimpse at who advanced to the talent competition finals. Remember to tune in to the Talent Championships right here on Iowa Public Television Sunday night at 8. It's a grand tradition at State Fair time. Welcome back, everyone. Man, the old State Fair, it's really hopping. So much to see and do. So we're going to cram as much fun as possible into our final half hour of coverage. But before we hit some modern-day highlights, let's visit with Dean Borg as he profiles past fair happenings with another State Fair flashback.
You know, while many people come and go daily from the Iowa State Fair, there are some who come and don't go home, Sean.
That's right. We have a 160-acre campground that connects to our grounds, and on average we have about 3,500 campers in there.
And we're standing beside a tent here, replica of a tent. Now, is that how people camp, or do they bring in recreation vehicles?
Well, nowadays it's usually pretty large motorhomes and recreational vehicles, but back in the day they used to have cement slabs, and you could rent the tent from the fairgrounds, and then you just brought your items that you needed for inside the tent.
Well, people also bring belongings from home that ordinarily you wouldn't see in a campground.
Yeah, and if you look back and think back to the movie, the 1945 State Fair movie, which is based here at our State Fair, they brought their dinner table, and they had shelving and cupboards and stuff for all of their kitchenwares. It was pretty remarkable to bring all that stuff with them.
All the comforts of home.
Yeah, just bring it right with you.
How big are the campgrounds?
It's 160 acres and 3,500 campers. It actually becomes something similar around the 14th largest city in the state when it's full.
Wow, that's pretty prized real estate, though, within a family.
Absolutely. A lot of times it can be passed on, or they say it's passed on, but the wait list currently is about 1,800, and it's about 20 years on that list before you could get a spot.
If I want a spot there, I got to wait 20 years to get in?
Yeah, there's usually only a handful of openings every year that come up available on that list.
Sean, I imagine over time there's a lot of neighborliness because the same people come year after year. What do they do?
Yeah, and they're usually located in their same spot, so they expect to see those people every year. And a tradition that started in 1984 that's become pretty popular is the campground lighting contest. And
What's that?
These people will go all out decorating with Christmas lights and all sorts of decorations. Sometimes they're fair themed, sometimes it's a hometown theme, but it's become a huge success here.
How do you police it? I mean, this is a little city with lots of different people camping there. Do you have a police force out there?
Yeah, so our fair public safety and the additional state troopers we have on the grounds, we definitely have a contingent that services just the campgrounds area.
I notice in your museum here, you've got an old poster, obviously, but it says, hallooing, I don't even know what that is.
Not sure.
And other unnecessary noises in the campground will not be tolerated between 11 at night and 6 in the morning.
Yeah, isn't that great? And they also say that when you get rid of your garbage, you can either burn it or put it into a trash receptacle.
Yes. Now, are there other places, or is that the only place that people stay overnight on the fairgrounds, other than those who are up all night?
You have some kids that'll stay with their animals in the barns, and you'll see those kids out on a cot or something next to that stall. So that's pretty typical.
And aren't there 4-H and FFA dormitories as well?
Yes, the youth inn, actually you'll sleep 200 boys and 200 girls, and that was just renovated a couple years ago.
So the campgrounds, though, are really very, very popular.
Oh, absolutely. Probably one of the most popular campgrounds of any fair in the country.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
Modern messaging methods like texting and emailing can never compare to good old-fashioned yelling at the husband calling contest.
Judges, are you ready? Okay.
Bob! 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 Hurry up! I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late to the great Iowa State Fair. Bob, hurry, hurry! Bob! Robert! Dean! That's it. I'm going by myself.
I have been here probably 35 to 40 years at Pioneer Hall.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Cave! Cave! Yoo-hoo! Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
The clock says
dinner time! Cuckoo!
I have won many times, but lots of times I came in second or third too.
Irving! Irving! Unless you want to make the bed, you better get up like right now. Irving!
It started because I wanted a ribbon. In calling, I've gotten as high as second in husband calling, and then I've gotten way down the food chain too. It just depends on what the judges are looking for, because they basically pick them at random from the audience every year, so you never know what you're going to get.
Would you like to hear me call my husband? What am I supposed to call him? You low-down Roger Darrell Eichelberg, you low-down stinky, manure-covered, farmer-tanned. Oh, I'm supposed to call him for dinner. Daryl! Daryl, dinner's ready. Daryl! Daryl, Bo-barrel, banana, fana, fo-farrel, me, my, mo-marrel. Daryl!
It was hard to judge. You have, 3 things that you have to judge. And, your first impression, your last impression, and the presentation. And your first impression just about knocks you out of your seat, and your last impression is kind of the same as your first impression. So I kind of went by, can I understand what they're saying? How would I know what you want when you're calling me?
Roy? Roy! Can you hear me? You get yourself in here right now! Come on! You know you're going to be late again, and you know that I want to get there on time. Roy! Roy! When I first started, my husband said to me, "You're not going to do that, Bonnie. You're not. Oh, please don't do it." I said, "I'm going to do it." I defied him, and I won first. So after that, he's gun-ho for me.
First place for 2017, 823.
Majestic, gigantic, magnificent, these are all words to describe the Budweiser Clydesdales. We're fortunate to have them at the Fairgrounds this year.
So the Clydesdales actually have a very rich history. They date back all the way to 1933. August Bush Jr. actually gave him to his father as a gift to celebrate the repeal of Prohibition. And today, we still carry on that tradition, and this week we were here at the Iowa State Fair. We are based out of St. Louis, Missouri. We are one of 3 teams that travel around the country, and we travel on the road about 300 days a year. And each team travels with 10 Clydesdales and our Dalmatian, and there's about 7 of us handlers, and we travel with 3 tractor trailers all around the country.
You're traveling all over the nation, making sure everyone
Wednesday through Sunday, every night at 5 o'clock, we'll be doing the fair parade with the whole hitch. We'll have all 8 horses hitched up to the wagon, this wagon that I'm standing next to. We'll have the harnesses all onto them, and we'll be going around and doing the fair parade. There's a very strict requirement to be eligible for a Budweiser Clydesdale. We only use geldings, which are like neutered males. They all have to have the 4 white socks, the iconic white blaze, and black mane and tail, and bay in color, and they all weigh about 2,000 pounds and about 18 hands, which a hand in horse measures is 4 inches. So you're over 6 foot tall at the shoulders. Clydesdales truly are a gentle giant, and they have such a rich history with Anheuser-Busch, with the TV commercials, everything that people have seen them back in the day. Not a lot of people get to see them up close and personal and right in their hometown. So we're just really pleased to be able to bring them in their hometown and give back to them, to the community.
No fancy instruments needed for this next contest. Just a little hot air and some loose lips.
We're at the top of the hill today at historic Pioneer Hall. I'm ready for some sweet sounds. I'm gonna go get signed up. How do you rehearse or prepare for a whistling competition?
You just kind of run through your tune and see if you can keep your tone clear.
Okay. So this is your first time?
It's my first time.
All right, well, competition looks fierce today.
Yep, that's sounding pretty good. Let me hear all of you out there whistle. Oh, did you? We're going to have 2 groups that are going to whistle for us. One is our youth from 5 to 16, and the other is 17 and over. One of our participants mentioned that they whistle in the tractor while they're farming, and another one had mentioned that they whistle while they're mowing. And I would assume that a lot of men throughout the years that were doing odd jobs whistle just for their own entertainment and peace of mind. And so I think that that's part of our heritage, and that's why we're presenting it at Pioneer Hall. First place for 2017 goes to number 813.
I was a little nervous at first, but then I learned to just let go of all my fears and then just whistle away.
I like pitch, so I'd like to see if they can maintain what they started with, or, you know, maybe even step it up, keep it, you know.
The guy said he's been practicing since he's 6 years old. I've been practicing for about 6 minutes.
And for 2017, first place goes to 810.
As a kid, if I was separated from my mom in the store or something, if I'd whistle, it was a little less annoying than, hey mom, where are you? So.
And now, the big moment 4-H and FFA members have been waiting for. It's the Sale of Champions. Iowa Public Television's Mike Pearson brings us the excitement.
And we're underway here at the Penning-Roth Sale Arena for the IFAA's 2017 Sale of Champions. First in the ring is Logan McCrae from Mahaska County. Logan is selling the Grand Champion 4-H Market Steer, and let's see how he does.
$7,000 on him right over here.
$37,000 with $21,000 support from local friends and family. Congratulations, Logan. Now we look at the Reserve Grand Champion 4-H Market Steer, shown this year by Joe Herr from Adair County. $30,000. Congratulations, Joe. Hunter Locke is showing the Grand Champion 4-H Market Heifer. $24,000. Congratulations, Hunter. Cade Kilmer is up next with the Reserve Grand Champion 4-H Market Heifer. Cade's heifer sold for $22,000. The Grand Champion 4-H Market Hog, shown by Maxwell Lodge of Cedar County, Iowa. $37,000. Congratulations, Maxwell. Drew Jacobson is up next with the Reserve Grand Champion 4-H Market Hog. And Drew's hog, hammer down for $28,000. The Grand Champion FFA Market Hog, shown by Cale Boyson of the Wapello FFA. Sold $54,000. That is a record sale price here at the Iowa State Fair Sale of Champions. Reserve Grand Champion FFA Market Hog, shown by Sage Becker of the Mid-Prairie FFA. $38,000 for the Reserve Grand Champion FFA Market Hog. Brooke Kusel exhibited the Grand Champion last year at the Iowa State Fair. Let's see how her lamb does this year. $10,500. Congratulations, Brooke. Colby Williams is in the ring now. Let's see how Colby's lamb does. $6,500. Congratulations, Colby. Kylie Silliman from the Oskaloosa FFA is in the ring. Sold for $10,000. Congratulations, Kylie. Zach Howell is selling next from the Columbus FFA. And the gavel comes down for $9,000. Congratulations, Zach. Next up, the grand champion 4-H Market Meat Goat, exhibited this year by Max Petzenhauser from Story County. $19,000. Wow, congratulations, Max. And with the grand champion FFA Market Meat Goat, Nick Deppy from the Bellevue FFA is here. And that's sold for $16,000. Congratulations, Nick. With the grand champion 4-H Market Broiler Pen comes T.R. Putz from Marion County. $6,000. Congratulations, T.R. And with the reserve grand champion 4-H Market Broiler Pen comes Jordan DeVries from Jasper County. $5,600. Congratulations, Jordan. That wraps up the 2017 IFAA Sale of Champions. The total from today's sale came to $352,600.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, proof that all of us here at Iowa Public Television, well, we had fun at the fair. Well, Teresa, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Did we miss anything?
No, we got it. Great job, Bill.
And no bloopers. 3, 2, 1. Welcome. Sorry, hello.
One more time for safety, but that was great. Just like that.
Anytime. 3, 2, 1. Sorry.
Give your hair kind of a... There you go.
But don't worry, we're still on the grounds working hard to fill the remaining 4 lights and 4 nights. Welcome everybody to Iowa Public's shoot. All right, one more, but we've got a whopper of a second hour coming ahead. That's not right. All right, here, this is it. Okay. I'm not kidding. You got it. Second half hour.
It's a lot of words.
No, it's just I'm not concentrating. Okay. How much tape you got?
All kinds, all day long.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
What if we just said second half?
Our second half is...
half.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Less words. Bill does better. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. Let's see at the Stock Dog trials. Does that sound right? Stock Dog?
Stock Dog.
Stock Dog. Coverage of the awesome... Oops, sorry, had a bee on me.
There's a bee.
Maybe a white flash or fun wipe on the way. Whoa, what the? Oh, I'm reading the wrong line. 1. Well, we've come to the end of our fair coverage tonight for 20. It's that time again. We'll see the action at the Stock Dog. We'll take a quick step back to catch our breath. Sorry, I had a bird fly in. 3, 2, and we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Until then, I'm Bill Riley. Thanks for watching. Lost it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're quickly approaching the end of our coverage of Fair 2017, our 47th year. I've certainly had fun being here with you, and goodness, what fun we've all had. But I have one more piece to this puzzle. When you combine Over 100 shows statewide, 7 days of preliminary rounds, 3 days of semifinals with the talent show. What do you get? Yep, 58th edition of the Bill Riley Talent Search Championships this Sunday at 8 p.m. And if you start to feel yourself going through a little state fair withdrawal, check in with us online at iptv.org to celebrate the state fair by watching videos from this year and years past. It's all there for you year-round. And our digital producers had a lot of fun bringing you state fair coverage on social media too. Hope you caught some of that action. Well, as the curtain draws closed on our Fair 2017 coverage, I want to take a quick moment to thank you, our viewers. And not just for allowing us in your homes these past 6 evenings, hardly. It's for your support all year long. From everyone at Iowa Public Television, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bill Riley, and I know you had fun at the fair.
Funding for Fair 2017 is brought to you by Friends, the Iowa Public Television Foundation. Mid-American Energy Company and its Energy Advantage program are dedicated to increasing the awareness of energy efficiency in Iowa's homes and businesses. Information is at midamericanenergy.com. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service. The Iowa Lottery. Each year, lottery proceeds provide millions of dollars to finance state programs that benefit all Iowans. The Iowa Lottery, putting the woo-hoo into state funding since 1985.
At EMC, we're committed to improving the communities we serve and the schools within them by donating our time, money, and resources, and by supporting the education of those pursuing a career in the insurance industry. Count on EMC.